25. The lone back's got it.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Knocked off his feet.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the second and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a third down.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
And the Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Got a little grass.
These offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Complete to start this drive. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Buying some time. He'll try to do it himself. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Plucks it out of the air. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He'll go out of bounds. downs inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
The give from the gun. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your run.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Staley. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with his group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. On the move. Stumbled to the ground. The Volunteers moving quickly to the line. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Tries to get it on the ground. And they'll make the tackle for no gain, get the stop, and get the ball back.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Finding some room. Smashes ahead. You want to talk about changing field position. The huge play takes it down to the 37.
That's got to make you feel good offensively. The first game of the year, and early you're able to break off a long run. We know for them, they take pride in their ability running the football, and they're getting that established early this season.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And they're able to make the tackle. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Line of scrimmage is at the 28. That would make it about a 45-yard field goal attempt. They're going to go for it instead on 4th down. Might be changing the route. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He's down immediately, but they convert on fourth down and keep the drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They'll try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Sixth play of the drive coming up. To the air on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Stopped short of the first down marker. They are in field goal range, and 3 would make it a 2-possession game.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last 4th down.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Gets rid of it. With the catch, it's Jackson. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
It's complete to the left. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Vols come to the line in the hurry-up. They want to run this quarterback. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The sure hands, it's Jackson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Man, those are frustrating. You know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. And a big deflection on third down forces a fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They'll start this drive from the 42. Creates a little room.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Lopez. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's fourth down. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have two left to work with before the half. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. The pull and throw off the RPO. Runs through a man. He might have space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
And the Seminoles line it up with a first and goal. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's first and goal. Touchdown, Noles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The 18th unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. Got some room to run. Touchdown Seminoles. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
The number one job in defending a quarterback is making him feel uncomfortable, physically hitting him. Nice job by the defense with the pressure, the hit on the quarterback, forces the INT, and then Oski. As soon as you catch that thing, everybody start blocking, get to the near sideline, take that thing back to the house.
Going for 2 here. Wonder if they're going to be chasing points the rest of the game. Trying to pound it in. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead.
And how about the cherry on the sundae? The big INT return for a touchdown and now throw on the 2-point conversion. Give this team 8.
And he's not going to take the touchback. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. And we start with the NC State Wolfpack in their matchup against the number 2 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's the Tigers on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah,
shakes a man, and he might take off. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Makes the grab. It's Staley. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Lets it fly. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Well, the offense is trying to complete that in route against zone coverage, but you saw everyone on defense there watching the QB's eyes, and it led him right to the throw so they could knock it away.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's batted away.